one's in the works, and another dev log and quotation marks, but we need them for search results. And there's one, and here we are doing. Here we're working on get project getting done, or the first project getting done. The Gemstone Chronicles, and we made progress. We have made progress, lots of progress. Actually, lots of progress, believe it or not. Yeah, this is not the coast anymore. The coast is over here. This is the coast. I debated whether or not to get more progress done before recording this bit, but I might as well show you what I've done right now because it's a massive amount of progress, and I'm actually pretty happy about in the progress I've made. So let's just get into the game. Yeah. Jeez, how many? Let's try that again. Now, I realized something about RPG Maker. It's probably best if you have a manual with it to tell people, or read me or whatever, tell people the controls, because yeah, you come to this screen. Now what? I forgot about this. I now understand why most RPG Maker games don't tell you how to confirm and cancel. Confirm on Nintendo is A, and B is cancel. On North American PlayStations is cancel, and X is confirm, and the opposite on Japanese consoles before PS5, because PlayStation becomes Americanized. But anyway, so I couldn't help myself. I don't know what's up with this. That's probably just a Steam bug. I couldn't help myself. I really couldn't. As you can see, this is custom art. Because I couldn't help myself, and I needed something to go back here. I also need something to go on a few screens from here. But this is just the default screen. You navigate it with arrow keys. Not WASD. WASD does something else. Yeah, navigate with arrow keys, and you also navigate the in-game with arrow keys. You can also use the mouse if you need to. Hit Z for A and X for B. I like how I retained my options, so that's so nice. I don't know why though. I really don't know why, because must be a system level thing. I don't know, but anyway. But this is the Gemstone coast, as seen from the west. But anyway, so yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, as you can see, this is the Gemstone coast, as seen from the west. I did make it in the same as this default screen. So it's probably best viewed like this, and it looks really good. Really good in that really retro PC kind of way. Like you're about to play some like you're playing some Microsoft Flight Sim or something. Or some XCOM maybe. Maybe XCOM, maybe not. But it looks like an old 3D render that didn't have all the texture in the world, but had some. Or it could also be an old, I know, even older pixel art on a system that really couldn't handle anything. So yeah, back when consoles were more powerful. But anyway, so that's that gigantic lake, which serves as a naval battle zone, because coasts are boring. I believe coasts are boring for naval battle zones. I believe every good naval battle place should be like the Caribbean or Indonesia, or not Indonesia. Pretty much Indonesia, but not the Southeast Asia, Pacific Islands, stuff like that. Like, Plano, Europe, Plano, California, I was born. Florida and the Gulf is amazing. and the Caribbean is amazing. But yeah, and that's the free city. As you can see, it's floating because magics. They basically lifted up a portion of the land, and some of it dropped off and made islands. The rest of it kind of just kept floating in the sky, hence the shadow. I like how that turned out. I also have some references to, if you go back and look at my there's on tech demo. I can see some of the colors have retained, like that, like the islands are the same as the land as Dur's Island, and this blue is the same as Dur's Island. That blue, and whereas everything else is the same as the map for the Gemstone coast, with the exception of the sky. The sky is also the same as it was in Dur's Island. But anyway, so let's continue. Green&Blue Productions. Proudly presents. Dev note: add the touristy map now. Kind of like Tomorrow Sunshine. The good stuff. So how do we begin? Now, this is a choice that tells. This is the choice if you are basically want to skip the intro. Tell Me a Tale is the intro and sets it up more organically. Think more. Sets it up more organically. Think more New Vegas. Whereas Take Me to the Hub World, it's more like, well, Skyrim, kind of, in this weird context. But first, let's do Tell Me a Tale. A long time ago, a man dared. This man would lead his clan to cross the land, in search of a place to claim for his own. He found successes none before him could achieve, and the land fought over since time began was his. This was not enough, so they probably should be coming there. So he and his clan expanded their power, taking all he thought was his. Over that time, he grew old and weak. This would not be what he wanted. So he gathered his clan one last time, then headed south. That's a hard one because of the box format. To take what did not belong to him. And like all before, I have to use a lot of dots because it's again the boxing. Oh wait, that should probably be up there, and that's yeah, okay. There's still like this is my first draft. What do you want from it? He and his okay, and like all before, he and his army, the largest in history, fell in just 3 day lit nights, and 3 night dim days. Yes, they're magics. Or that powerful. That was the tale of the first Emerald Emperor. The first of all 10 here on our gem encrusted coast of riches. So, traveler, what brings you to this tavern? This venue. Okay, so, well, I'm not... This is why I wanted to make the video now before I really forget about game deving for a while, which happens. But I might not do that now because I'm able to juggle things now better. So I'm actually, I'm doing novels, I'm doing videos, I'm doing everything as I should. Because I had such a gigantic backlog of videos, I got plenty of time to do everything else. I had so much inspiration for the game that I was able to keep hammering that out. Hammering out those betas and those novels again. It's flowing through me as I work on 5 different novels at once. Mostly just 3 at a time, just 3. And I just started another because I'm like that. Most of them will get done one day, and I got plenty of ideas for more. It's just getting them done. It's not like it's really hard either. It's just getting them done, and then I gotta do this too. This is probably the most important. Because this could actually earn me money very quickly. Whereas, the cardigan could earn me money, the books earn me money, everything could earn me money, but it's just the thing. But anyway, so basically, these are... Yeah, okay, I think I know what these are. These are basically these are the other starts. I want to help you start in the Sapphire Kingdom, or Sapphire Republic. I want to conquer. You start in the. I want to conquer. You start in the Ruby Kingdom. I want riches. Want riches? You probably start in the Confederacy. Let's be honest, because the Confederacy wants more or less. Actually, you start in the Dynasty. I want to settle. You start in the Confederacy. I want to know more. You start in the Magicracy. Yes. Big brain. I mean, what I originally wanted to do this was just get you to get you on starts, in neutral starts, so you can start exploring the world to your own. But I got one for that. I want to make my own world, and you start in a tavern like if you just could have selected earlier. I want to make my well. And then these can actually boil down to different options. Yeah, then these can go multiple choice from that, and then give you the real start. Like, I want to help. Who do you want to help exactly? Because based on their victories. So I can keep it simple and just do what I said. Mainly start you at the major factions. Or yeah. Or these are like multiple starting locations in the world, but that's probably going to be a while before I can actually implement that, because again, there needs to be a world for you to start in. Because the thing is, it's so easy to make a mod where you can start anywhere in the world you want, you know, like the Skyrim and Fallout Ultimate starts, but it's kind of hard to do that at the beginning of the game because you got no world to start in. So yeah, that's what this is, and this doesn't go anywhere right now. Oh, it actually resets. Actually, that's actually fortuitous. Just back to the hub world. And then we got our default party. I don't know if I'm going to keep these fools or not, because them fools, and I would rather have my own custom people at the very least. At the very least, I'll use whatever my power to have custom stuff in RPG Maker, even if I don't have my own art. Which I don't mind the RPG Maker peoples, and I don't mind the tile sets really. After just the tavern in air quotes, the hub world. The hub world was basically this was my first time actually designing something to look nice in RPG Maker, and I think I achieved it to an extent. It's really hard. It's really hard not to use add-on, not to use DLCs, which I actually don't mean it. Thank you. DLCs such as content packs that get tile sets and everything that gives you more tile sets, but cost $10 a pop for a good genre, which is fine. That's actually fine. There's nothing wrong with it, except for RPG Maker games don't make a lot of money if you're not going to use completely custom stuff and start coding. Like Aerofall, that was fantastic, and I did get confirmation that Aerofall was an RPG Maker game because one of the RPG Maker creators did a live stream with Aerofall's creator. So yeah, I was right. But Aerofall is probably the best, or probably the most, not really the most customized I've seen in RPG Maker games that really question is this RPG Maker game? But sticking with but Aerofall is by far the best RPG Maker game. If you want an RPG Maker game, that's still an RPG. But anyway, so what do we have here? Well, we have the narrator, basically. The narrator sits in an empty spot there. I have issues with collision. Like, you can walk clean through that. You shouldn't be able to. You can't walk up here. You can walk down here. It's basically how these tile sets are. I'm going to have to figure out a way to mess with that without putting events everywhere. Events that are going to transfer you or to block you. But it looks nice for what it is. I think what I'm going to do on the prog page is say this is a celebration of RPG Maker and all its glory. I mean, it's not, I won't be lying, but still. But yeah, as you can see, each of the four doorways outside of the tavern area in the hub world, the hubist of the hub world. Down here is the lobby. The lobby takes you out to the free city where you can start your journey, or where you can go straight to the open world. Over here is the shops where you can get probably some exclusive stuff to the hub world, like probably OP stuff, really. OP stuff that has warning labels everywhere that's OP, or just crazy nonsense, like really niche stuff. They wouldn't make sense anywhere else. Will be here, or stuff that will help you early game. For example, like the Fallout New Vegas, starter DLCs that'll probably be in here. To an extent, it'll be in the shop area, and then over here is the viewing area. I can go in the water. Tell me you can go up this thing. Oh no, this is not going to work well at all. Not work well at all. You can go up it, but you can't go from the side. Yeah, I don't get how some of these tile sets work. Yet, I guess they make sense in the way, but I don't. But anyway. Then over here is the inn and the library. Oh yeah, this is the viewing area. The viewing area is where you go to view your endings. If there are, you view your endings of you go to view your endings and the events that events that lead up to those endings. Federation's gonna be interesting because it's just gonna have everything in it. Yeah. And over here you're gonna have, and over here's your library and your inn. So you follow the same carpet for mostly what a tavern is, which a tavern is basically is basically a restaurant, drinking establishment, and inn. That's pretty much what a tavern is, or at least were in medieval times. And because I do actually like the idea of starting in a tavern with an RPG, well, a tabletop RPG, because that's how I actually started mine in a tavern. Because why not? I don't do it. I never have done it since in my other play tests when I GM for myself and you. When I GM for myself and you, which I'll be doing more of once I actually get Trium in beta. But once I get that in beta, we'll be doing more solo RPG shows. And if you want to be on an RPG show and help me playtest, or just help me playtest at all, even by just reading the rule book and playing with your own friends, let me know. You can download in the description and the Google Drive. Can't download this in the Google Drive like Dirt Island because these are too big. I need to have another thing. I need to have another thing that's not Google Drive to actually have, so I can actually see downloads and not be tiny. But anyway, you can also just upload to itch.io in every single form. I can, and then only the final form will be paid for. Anyway, no, the price I can't charge the price with the viewership I have who have no monies. But anyway. Then down here's the lobby that takes you out to the in-game world. So let's go here first. Please work. Here's the lobby. As you can see, I want to at least have some good game design. I mean, it's RPG Maker. It's good game. A lot of it's good game design just by habits of being RPG Maker. It's just vanilla when you have tons of RPG Maker games. But if it's your first RPG Maker game and it's good, you don't know if it wasn't an RPG Maker game. But if it's your 100th, you always know. Just like I know Airfall was an RPG Maker game. And a lot of games that you really can't tell, but I can. But anyway. By the way, as you can see, the tavern's bricks go down to the stone. And now here to the overworld. We're not going there because that doesn't lead anywhere. Then you'll have some staff here, and then bustling about all these rooms are going to be just individuals with interesting conversation trees you can talk to, or no, not quests because this is the hub world, the hub world, and that's quests. But no, just interesting conversations. Maybe just special missions. So you can go on a single quest and get stuff. Not quite sure how saving's gonna work, but I'm pretty sure saving will be fine. If you save like this in RPG Maker, yeah, and I might as well save here and see how saving works because I haven't tried that yet. That's how you save with RPG Maker. So you can go to the main menu and then go into your first. Can't you game plus in RPG Maker really? You can. I've seen it done. I don't know if that's coding or not, or just. I think it's just once you hit end screen, you go back to the beginning and then you continue with the inventory. I think that's how it does. I think that's how that works. Okay, something I'm actually let's do the first one I actually did, which was shops. As you can see, each one has the 4 of their rooms going to their rooms into the tavern. I like this area a lot. It's really nice, and that goes nowhere. That probably goes to more shops. That works fantastic. I wanted to cheat, but you can't really cheat because you get stuck in the thing. And over here to the library. Library is just gonna have some lore for this region, maybe some facts about Green&Blue and whatever. Maybe not even that. And we'll go back. I like how this seating area turned out though. It's really nice. I've never really seen anyone do that. Like I haven't seen anyone do that in RPG Maker before. Then this will be the player's bedroom. Then your teammates hang out over here, I guess. Like well, yeah. I mean, there's 4 beds between these, and like this is the party room. This is the party suite. These 2 rooms, so you can hang out with your companions or your teammates if we were playing a retreat, which we kind of are. And notice well, this has a tiled floor or cobblestone floor, or whatever this is. Tiles and doors. This has tiled floor, but I kept the blue carpet all the way through because that's what I liked in the bedrooms. It's really nice. I forgot about that one. The one I forget about. You know, because I was curious about it working at all. I wanted the viewing room to be really funky, hence why it's the only one that has like this weird. It has water. One, it has water, and 2 actually opens the walls to the sides as well instead of just being a single doorway. Because logic, and you're gonna get spoiled to it. So close your eyes. Viewing room. Nope, we can't do it. We can't make it make sense. Alright, we can. Okay. Wait, hold on. Not done yet. Yeah. I can continue. Oh, by the way, if you know, well, you can't actually open your eyes again. I cheated. You can open your eyes again. But anyway, so you can open your eyes again. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, I love RPG Maker games. If you hit continue before new game, you'll notice there are test saves to have everything unlocked. I want to do the exact same thing with my game. None of there's anything wrong with that. You know, especially with games that are very open world and you want to just have everything at the beginning. I'm gonna have that same thing, just so I can go ham on just random everything. But anyway, No, this works. Can we go down? No, we can't go down. Yay! Can we go in the other direction? Oh, yes, you can. Oh, we're not doomed. Okay, okay. Down is okay. Down and up is okay on the down and up pieces. Okay. But while this looks like an A, it's supposed to be a D, by the way. This is supposed to be reminiscent of There's Island. But, yeah, that basically is supposed to be reminiscent of There's Island. Like, rip the tech demo. And you're only going to hear this reference, so you're not going to hear it in-game. I'm not going to actually say it in-game, but yeah. And now I might as well show you what I did. Okay, so, events. Okay, how you actually make a... Okay. Also, I'll probably have an underground version of this map for you to go with the staff eventually when you probably unlock all the endings. Yeah, when you unlock all the endings, you can unlock the underground version of this, and it's probably going to have one insanely hard boss, which you need to be really skilled at and have really high level equipment at to go beat, then get more stuff. Probably the narrator, let's be honest, because why not? I gotta write that down because that sounds like a fantastic idea. I should write that down right this second, actually. Hold on. Once getting all the endings, you can enter the underground hub world and fight final boss, the narrator. We'll get to what he actually is in a second. No, in a second. Yeah, in a second. My version of the thing I say at the end of every video or session, I guess. That's second. Like whenever you get to that part, like a few years from now, tomorrow when I finish the game, whatever. When we get to making the narrator, yeah. But anyway, so what do we need to do now? And how you make? By the way, how you make doors? How you make doors is right click, event creation. Or how you transfer from screen to screen is transfer, click on the left, click on location, click on the map, then click on the actual place. Do it, and you can retain direction or have one in direction, by the way. And you have to switch to events by hitting this guy instead of this guy. This guy's map maker, this guy's events. Don't get confused. It happens to me all the time, but you don't want to see what happens. By the way, to make intros, you put your starter character, this dude, set starting position. This is for this is for the player character. Player can switch into boat, can switch into ship, can switch into airship. Probably need an airship for the overworld, even though it's not going to make much sense, but you might be needing of it. Or you can only transfer to airship in certain spots. Like you hijack an airship off of you either start in the Confederacy, then had the airship all the time in the overworld, or you hijack it off the Confederacy, then can use it, or during the campaign you get a bell in the airship or your equivalent in the Gemstone nations. Boats should be pretty common. Just go to a port city, go boat. And there's this resort town in the middle of the lake because why not? Actually, let me show you the map. There's this resort town in the middle of the lake. Why not? In the middle of the warring lake, and they're just constantly at a resort town, even in the middle of the war, in the middle of the gigantic nonsense war that's going on, and by halfway through the story, at least, but yeah. But anyway, so. You put your starter character on a blank screen. Tell them to be transparent. You can tell them to be transparent by going to settings. and by looking at your systems, and by selecting start transparent. Then you make an event by right clicking, put the event on, make new. Once you make new, hitting edit so I can actually show you. Make sure you name the thing so I can tell it from apart from other ones. Now this is your event that's just gonna do what I showed you at the beginning of the video. Text, choices. And you make texts and choices by right click, do that. Like clicking on that, hit new, show text, so choices, and that's pretty much everything you need to know to get started. You can now make a game, make a visual novel. We'll get to combat later. I just need to figure out what I'm going to do about the characters. Do I want the box center characters or not? I don't need them. Because we got the character creator. We got the character creator. We can make whoever we want. I would prefer that, but do we use all the standard characters first, and then we use the custom characters for like all the NPCs? Maybe. And I do have the feeling we're gonna have to deal with. I'm having to get art somehow, either by buying MZ and then porting the game to MZ, which is easy. MZ is actually really good for me because I like having moving events in my battles. So I'll probably save like the massive big battles till MZ because it's going to be so much easier to make them in MZ. But yeah, like I want the battles to feel more real instead of, oh, I walk 2 inches, oh no, I fight like 50 dudes. I win the battle because it was easy. I only pressed the button one time and they all fainted. Now I walked 2 steps, well 3 steps this time. Big difference, and then I don't know. I fight 20 dudes, and I don't like that. I really don't like that kind of grindy gameplay. I mean, I would much prefer you choose your opponent you're fighting on screen, and you can grind on them if you want, or you can skip them entirely if you feel that way. Like if you really want to see the next story, and you know you're over leveled, or you know the next story, you can go right past it. But the Final Fantasy way I don't like, or the old Final Fantasy way. I think they changed it in the newer games. But anyway. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate watching on this video. It means a lot to me. Check out the rest of the stuff in the description below, such as various sports channels. Of course, various sports channels are watching these videos. Get your content reviews and by sharing friends with you. Now, this is my 3rd one of these dev logs, in quotation marks, I made so far. I don't know when I'm going to release them. I'm going to release them soon after recording this, but I think I'm going to release them probably once a week. Unless I get really in the frenzy over making game, then I'll release some more, but yeah. I want to trickle them up because backlog is backlog. But anyway, so I'm really enjoying this. I like the overall theme of like this mysterious tavern that seems to exist outside of the universe. And I'm probably going to keep this theme up for pretty much all my RPG Maker games, let's be honest. For the most part. Because it's actually really nice. I mean, all the fantasy ones. All the generic, all the sandbox fantasy ones. Like for Libertas Publica, I'm not, because it's not a sandbox fantasy world like the like Gemstone Coast is, or my other one, which is the Seven Continent world. Seven Continent World's nuts. I mean, Seven Continent World's basically like the middle form of Gemstone Coast, or the primordial form of Gemstone Coast. But I have some ideas for Seven Continent World that could still work, even though Gemstone Coast is going to be very much a thing. And might be the setting that carries the Fantasy Sandbox Edition. Might be, because it might be the only one that can fit. And the other ones aren't. And the other ones are kind of needed, because Gemstone Coast kind of fills up the all you need. But anyway, oh. Alright, that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you're watching on this video, that's me. If you were checking the rest of the stuff in the description below, such as various sports channel, which of course space sports channels by watching these videos against your content previously sharing friends to list. Alright, so I guess I'm gonna have to work on the characters. First thing, I understand how many characters there are. Probably make them player 1 through whatever number of characters there are. I mean, you can swap out party members, but I want to know how many parties you can keep at one time. I think it's only 4. So if it is only 4 by default in RPG Maker, I'm just gonna have a party 1 through 4. You spawn with 1 to 4 player. You spawn with 1 to 4 party members, and then we go from there. And you can always get more later as you complete the campaigns. But anyway, and I'm thinking about first starting off with the Sapphire Republic campaign, because that makes the most sense. Well, and also it's Total Victory. It's the hardest one to do anyway. It requires having all the factions. I mean, they're all I expertly, in some fashion, I didn't even realize how well I did this, but all the factions intermingle with each other, other than, oh yeah, if you wipe anyone out, great. But no, like, they all intermingle with each other in such an interesting, quirky way. I like it. Interesting, believable way. But anyway, so I'm gonna have to figure something out. That might take time, but anyway. Alright, that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you're watching all this video, left me. Lots me checking the rest of the stuff in the description below, such as various sports channel, which you get space sports channels by watching these videos to get your own content or previously showing friends, family, and what's yeah. I might upload this to itch.io for free, by the way. Thinking about it, because I got no other place to upload it. I'm probably gonna, once the itch.io version makes over $100 and constantly makes over $100, I'll probably upload it to Steam only then, or I get 100, or I mix it some other way, and then I'll upload it to Steam regardless. Because more games on Steam is never a bad thing. Well, yeah, Steam fee is $100. Pretty steep for me. But yeah, especially for a game that may not make it, or may not make that much money over time. Because even my first book is making that much money over time. I mean, I'm pumping advertising into it, but I'm not really even pumping advertising into it. I'm like, oh, spend up to $30, we'll do whatever you want. And Google's like, but no one's clicking on the link because you make the free. No one's clicking on your book because it's free to read digitally. So they're probably reading that first, and they come back later, like months later, like, I might as well buy this book. I liked it, or at least that's what I'm hoping is going on. Because I'm getting a lot of impressions, just no clicks on Amazon. But anyway, so it's effectively costing me nothing just to get in front of like hundreds of thousands of eyes, which is interesting how online marketing works. But anyway, alright, that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I guess see you in a second.